little bit of ascending that'll hurt. That looks really soft. Oh yeah, it is. Alright, so today we're starting the Munda Biddi. I'm up in Mundaring. If you guys want to see how I got here, check out the last video I put up. I came up from Perth yesterday. I stealth camped out here at the golf course, or I don't know if I can call it a stealth camp really, because it turns out right here is actually quite well travelled. People come through and they must walk their dogs in the park here. I'll show you the tent setup. So I picked up this tent 2 days ago. This is the first time I've used it. Redtail Outdoors, there's a guy in Perth that designed these and gets them made in China. 200 Aussie dollars. I really like this tent from the first time I've used it. I got sick of using bivy bags. I wanted some more space. So it worked out really well. We'll get a review up of it a bit later once I've used it a bit more. Then I had the bike on the side here. Locked it up to the tent just so if someone tried to take it, at least I'd know. Now I saw there's a gardener or something over there, so I want to get going before they come and tell me to leave. So last night at like 3 AM, I got woken up. Someone walked past and they said something. I know it was 3 AM because I checked my phone. It just seems like, who the hell is walking past a golf course at that time? But there was no trouble. And then another time I heard this quick, I thought it was running, and I realized it was a kangaroo bouncing along. Kangaroos actually sound pretty scary at night. I'll show you guys the setup inside. I've just got my frame bag there. Inside here, sleeping bag, air mattress, air pillow. I also had a sleeping bag liner over there. You don't want to know what that is. And then I've just got all my like electronics and stuff like that up in the corner there. And some GoPro stuff over there. Alright, gotta pack this up. Check it out, under the fly, it's got the bug net. So you could have the fly off and you could just see the stars and you'd be protected from the bugs. That's the one thing that gets me the most, is the bugs. And the bivy bag wasn't very good, it had a bit of a hole in it. There's some trucks coming around, I hope they're not coming over here to tell me off. They look like tree loppers. So I just had a quick look around. Now last night I also heard what I thought was a tree falling, and it really scared me because I thought, that happens. Some people where I live in Pemberton, I think it was 2 backpackers, either 1 or 2, got killed at a campsite in town because a tree fell on them. And so I got paranoid because I thought, did I put my tent under a tree? Am I going to get like crushed? And I remembered I hadn't, but here, this must be the branch that fell. It's actually huge. So yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't put my tent under a tree. Just remember that if you're camping in Oz, a lot of the trees will just drop limbs. You don't want that. Alright, let's get this packed up. Alright, so it's time to eat. Got myself some leftover cornflakes with some sugar. Had to take half my bag out to get to it. Actually, probably most of my bag. It's one annoying thing about these bike packing bags, but you get that with panniers too, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna eat. Alright guys, so we've got a little bit of a problem here. I'll show you. See this? So I dropped my seat post last night, twice actually, because it was a little bit high. And I realised my clearance here between the bag and the wheel is very small. And I mean, if that bounces, you can already see like it's gonna hit that wheel on the trail for sure. I think what I'm gonna do is pull the seat forward, and hopefully that will bring it up a bit. I can probably come forward like 20 mil. Alright, so it's better. Still not great, but now that I've moved the seat forward, I might actually be able to raise it a little bit. Oops. So much for bike fit. So it might be overkill, but I just bought a tarp to go under my tent because I'm worried the rocks and stuff might cut the bottom of the tent there. I went into Red Dot. I saw online that they had them, and the lady at the service desk told me, like, no, we don't have any in this store. She said, you need to use a store. She said, there's no store locator, and she said, we don't have any. And as she was saying it, a lady come up to the counter and put a tarp on the counter. And I just said, what's that then? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, we must have them. But it was actually so good that happened though, because I actually got one. I was going to walk out. And I know I'm at capacity, but I mean, it's only a few grams, a few hundred grams, and I think it'll be worth it. Alright guys, this is it. We're actually starting. Munda Biddi Trail, Northern Terminus. I'm not even going to bother stopping, we were here yesterday. Just got to dial the camera in and we'll be good. So I got so excited I literally went the wrong way already. It's this way. I think I was heading, I'm not sure what that other track's called. Is it the Kep Trail? Check it out guys, first little bit of single track. We can officially say that we're riding the Munda Biddi now, feels really good. Spent a little bit of time trying to work the camera out, so I don't know if I've got it just right. I reorganised the cockpit here a bit, because it was a mess. That was half the reason I was having issues. Yeah! Hell yeah! So I remember this spot because last year when I did this in January, this was one of the wrong turns I took. I went straight on. I must have missed one of these signs. I just went straight on. I don't know how I missed it. There's two of them. I don't know. Sometimes you're just not thinking. But I don't know if you guys have picked up on it or not. I don't have the GPX mapped on or anything. I think I have them downloaded. I haven't actually checked. I'm pretty sure I do have them if we need them though. Alright, descending. So it looks like some of the Munda Biddi's been realigned. I actually remember this big hill in front of me from last time being like the first really steep, slippery spot. But we get away, we don't have to do that now. It says there's two sections and the trail's divided into single direction trail to separate climbers and descenders. So that's good, I shouldn't have to worry about anyone coming the other way. I'm pretty glad not to have to climb that hill. Guys, check out the view through the trees. Isn't that awesome? The Munda Biddi is seriously world class. If you're into touring and stuff, it's so beautiful out here. Oh, shizzle. Whoa, okay, I was already in the right gear. That's lucky. That came out of nowhere. There's the first burnt out car. I'm sure we'll be seeing more. Someone probably was doing burnouts in it and then it just stopped working and they left it. Hey little buddy. Hello. How you doing? Some nice little bits of single track through here. Finding myself going really easy though. I'm worried about the saddle bag that it's going to hit the wheel. I need to reorganise it a bit so it's not as low. But this has been really nice riding this morning. It's taking a little longer than I expected. I think I've been out for about 2 or so hours and I think I'm only just over halfway to the first hut. I did start at 10. Check it out guys. It's another one of these little guys. Spooked him. So if you guys are wondering what pea gravel's like, this is a whole bunch of it here. I'll ride in it. Whoa, 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 really soft. Really hard to pedal through. Really slippery. But I think there's been a bit of rain lately and it's not as bad as it could have been. So I mean, that's an upside. But it still makes for some pretty tricky riding. So we've just come out of a bunch of single track onto a farm road. Looks like apples or something. Some kind of fruit. Be nice to have some flat, easy roads for a bit. I wonder how long this lasts. Sealed road. Kind of seems like cheating. There's often just like random junk out in the bush. Well, you got a lawnmower, a bed head, a seat. I guess people just dump stuff out here, you know? Alright guys, so it's 10 to 2. We've done 42 kilometres. And I think the hut's going to be in the next 3 or so kilometres. I did a little bit extra this morning. I'm definitely getting hungry. I just had a sugar gel. Got a little bit of water left in the camelback. I'm glad I filled that up, because otherwise I would have been out a while ago. Keen to just lay the bike down for a bit and get some food in. Oh, hell yeah, guys. Hut. What's up, guys? So my GoPro went flat just as I was coming into the hut. So I'm at Karinya Hut, which is the first hut from Mundaring, and there's no one else here. It's pretty quiet, but there must be a flight path like right overhead, because every now and then a plane will come over. So I came in at like 3 o'clock. I was so hungry, so straight away I just put some food on. I put some rice on and then went and got some water, and then of course, while I wasn't watching it, the rice burnt to the bottom. But I still ate it. It wasn't too bad. I picked out like the bad parts. And then I didn't cook enough, so I went and had some oats as well with some sugar on it. Now I kind of need to get going because I want to get to the next hut, which is another 35 kilometers. And it's getting late already. It's probably like 3:30 or something like that. Yeah, it's 3:30 now, so I'm going to have to go into slight TT mode. But it's better mentally now because, like, you know, there's probably like almost a kilo less weight to carry. I mean, it's in me now, so it's getting turned into fuel. So that's a bonus. I'm just going to basically pack everything up real quick and quickly show you guys around the hut, and then we're going to go. Look at all my stuff here. Like, I really don't know, when it's all out like this, how it all fits in the bike. You can probably hear the plane in the background. We are packed up, ready to go. Put the tarp on the side there now. Hopefully it stays on there. Flip-flops are a bit precarious, but I've cable tied them to the bag so they shouldn't, even if they fall off, they should stay with the bike. Let's show you guys around the hut. So, you got the big bunk beds in here, top and bottom, pretty sick. Same on this side. And then this far side, that's like a box with some register books in it and other bits and pieces, just things that people leave. There's a chain link in there actually. I guess this is just like a sitting area. Not too sure what the purpose of this is. Down there, you got the bike stands. There's some more up there as well. Got a water tank here and another water tank here. And then the toilet is down in the bush over there. Like a little pathway just there. I'm not going to go down there, but there you have it. So we're going to see if we can get to the next hut. I'm sure we can do it. You guys see that kangaroo? Straight in front of us. Oh, there it goes. There's a few of them around here. There's one in front of me and there's two over there. They're so beautiful. I love kangaroos. Not so much in the middle of the night when they're jumping past my tent, but during the day they're great. I just went crashing through a spider web, and the spider was huge. I know it's on the bike somewhere. So, we are an hour into the ride for the afternoon. The hut is about 20 kilometers away. We've done 15. Things are going pretty good, they're moving good. I've seen quite a few kangaroos, spooked a few of them as well. I don't think I've caught any on camera, unfortunately, not yet anyway. It's cooled off because the sun's starting to get a bit lower in the sky. It's a beautiful, perfect time for riding right now. I'm hoping I'm going to get there before dark. Guess it remains to be seen. Trees down are pretty typical on the trail. Let's see if we can get over it. Without failing too bad. Up through that. Be
be a pro by the end of the Munda Biddi, that's for sure. Check out this washout, guys. This is very steep. Best plan of action. Running out of time to the side. Oh shit. I guess I'm just gonna follow this way. And just through this. Wasn't so bad. Okay. Probably shouldn't go too hard. Who knows what's waiting at the bottom of this. That's the thing with the Munda Biddi, like a washout or a tree or a rock will sneak up on you so quickly. It's so tempting to let yourself really go though, because it's so much hard climbing. You want to like make the most of every descent. But I'm trying to be a little careful and conservative with that sort of thing. I don't want to end up coming off. See what I mean about the rocks? Like, look at that. That's a sharp one. Middle. Easy. It's like we're at the bottom. Woo, woo, woo. It's more stressful than climbing. So we've got 10 k's to go. My average speed's 13 kilometers an hour. So we should, by rights, be at the hut in less than an hour. I'm not too sure what the elevation's like for the next 10 kilometers, but I'm gonna have my best hopes in mind, I guess. A little bit of ascending never hurt. That looks really soft. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Cool. There's been some pretty horrendous pea gravel. Most of what I just ascended, I just climbed. Very similar. Very slippery. Another wreck there, full of shotgun holes, I think. I think that's the second big one I've seen. Lots of junk out here though. So it's just getting dark now. Got just about 5 k's to go. Feeling pretty good. Keeping hydrated, keeping carved up. Just got to make my way there. It would have been good to get there before it gets dark completely. It's still a possibility. That looks really soft. Not too bad. It's still a possibility. We'll just have to see.
Alright guys, so we made it 2 hours 35 minutes from Karinya Hut to this one, which is Wollongong. As soon as I got here, I lit some mosquito repellents that were laying around. You can probably see a bit of the haze. And then I chucked some water on to boil. I'm super hungry. Now I'm going to get cleaned up because I'm really grubby. Then I'm going to set the tent up. Since it's dark, I'm not going to bother putting it outside. It's too much effort. So what I'm going to do is just put the bug net up and put it in one of the bunks. And that'll be awesome. Then we're going to eat. Then we're going to chill. So I've cleaned myself up a bit now. Feeling a lot better. Put some clothes on, mainly to keep the mosquitoes off. Covered up as much as I can. My rice is ready. I'll show you guys what I'm having. So check it out. Classic white rice. I'll put some of this green Tabasco on. And then I'll put some of this soy sauce on. Right, so I've got the GoPro battery on charge. Also the Brighton GPS. That's the console, I think. Signet 20,000 milliamp hour. I've already gotten one phone charge out of that. All my stuff's a bit scattered around. I'm just going to leave that out here. I've got the bike in here. I'm paranoid, so I locked it up. Not that anyone's out here anyway. Under here, got the bug net set up. So I'm going to get in and get cozy. Well, I still feel pretty good after today's ride, so that's a plus. I'm going to chill out, watch some anime for a bit, and then get to bed. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you guys liked it. The journey's just beginning. It's pretty crazy. It's a cool feeling. I've been to this hut before, but I've never stayed at this hut. And I'm happy that I've made it to this one because that makes tomorrow a really good day, because we're going to go from this hut to the next hut, I think, and we'll stop through Jarrahdale. Not too sure what the next hut is called. All the huts have such, unique names that it's hard for me to remember them, but hut number 3, that's tomorrow. If you guys are interested in the gear I've got a bikepacking gear check for the Munda Biddi that I put up. And also, if you want to see how I got to Mundaring, check out my last video and you'll see how I got up there. It was a bit of a false start yesterday.